In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to insert a YouTube video into a PowerPoint presentation in Microsoft Office 2007. There's a different way to do it in Microsoft Office 2010. It's actually an easier way, and I will cover very briefly what that is at the end of this presentation, although I won't be able to show you because I'm not working in 2010, but I will briefly go over it. So to be able to insert our video clip, I've created a little PowerPoint slide on Shakespeare in the Globe, one of my favorite topics, and I have found a clip off of YouTube that I want to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the URL of this video, okay? I'm going to come up here to the address bar, and I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to right-click and copy, or press Control-C to be able to copy. Okay, now I have the URL copied, and now I need to create an area for this video to be. What you want to do is you want to make sure you have this developer tab in the ribbon. If you don't have this developer tab in the ribbon, let me show you how to bring it up. Go up to the Office button up here, go down to PowerPoint Options, and make sure that this box that says Show Developer Tab in the ribbon is clicked. Okay, so for me, it's clicked, and it should show up in the ribbon. So I'm going to click Developer. And then once we're in the Developer tab, you're going to want to go to this button that has the little hammer and the little wrench for more controls. And it's going to pop up a little dialog box here. Now, this may seem kind of intimidating, but we're going to go for one thing here, and it's pretty easy to find. So we're going to scroll all the way down to right here where it says Shockwave Flash Object. That's the kind of object we're going to insert into our PowerPoint, and we're going to click OK. Now you can see my cursor became a little plus sign. This is going to allow us to create the area in which our video is going to be. So I'm going to make a box like this. As a side note, you can still make this box bigger or smaller if you wanted it to be, but do know that this is going to be the size of your video. So if you wanted it to be bigger than this, you need to create a bigger box, maybe create a new slide and make it the whole entire slide, as big as the whole entire slide, because you're not going to be able to zoom out to full screen using this way of inserting the video clip. I will show you how to get to the YouTube site from your slideshow so that you can make it full screen, but just know that this is going to be the size of your video. Okay, so we're going to right click now on here, and we're going to go to Properties. Okay, now again, this looks kind of intimidating, but it really is easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, we're going to go down here where it says Movie, and then we're going to right click and paste or Control V in this area to put our URL of the video that we want in here. Okay, now two very important steps. Right here where it says Watch question mark, we're going to highlight it and we're going to delete it. Okay, so highlight and delete the watch question mark. The next thing we're going to do is right here where there's an equals sign, we're going to delete it, and then we're going to put a slash in its place. Okay, there are a couple other controls that you can adjust while you're in here that would be wise. Right here where it says loop, right now it says true, so it means it's going to loop your video. I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to click false. And down here where it says playing, it says true. That means it's automatically going to play. I don't want that, so I'm going to click false. Once I've made those couple of adjustments, I can close up here. So again, that was deleting the watch question mark, deleting the equals sign and putting a slash in its place, changing the loop from true to false, and changing the playing from true to false. Okay, and then I'm going to close it out. Okay, now let's test this. So I'm going to press F5 and watch. It's going to be magical, but it's going to pop up one other thing for us. Boom, there's going to be this little warning right here saying, are you sure you want to play this embedded content? I know this content. I'm going to allow it to play. Continue. And ta-da! We have a YouTube clip embedded into our project. Very lovely. Now you can see. Ah. Now you can see that there's no full screen, like zoom to full screen kind of option in this address bar. So if you really wanted it to be full screen, what you could do is you could just click on right here where it says watch on YouTube, take yourself to the YouTube site, and then zoom it out to full screen if you really, really wanted to, or decided at the last minute that you'd rather have it at full screen. So that's kind of nice to be able to do that. So that's how you do it in 2007. It seems kind of complicated with all the steps, but really it's not that hard once you get used to it. Now, how exactly do you do this in 2010? Well, it's a lot easier. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Insert and then you're going to go to Movie. When you click on here, in 2007, there's only two options right here, Movie from File, Movie from Clip Organizer. There's another one that says Movie from a Website, and it'll pop up a little dialog box for you to be able to paste some code into. You do not paste the URL code into that box. What you paste instead is you go down here and you go to, this is our video clip, we go down here to embed, and we're going to copy all of this instead. Quick note, you want to make sure this box right here that says use old embed code is clicked, okay? And then we'll copy all of this information right here and we'll put it in that dialog box that ends up popping up. And then boom, it'll pop up on your screen and you'll be able to put it wherever it is that you need it in your presentation. So they make it a little bit easier. One other side note, as far as this use old embed code goes right here, I have found that older versions of Internet Explorer do not have this option for some reason, but newer versions do. I may be wrong on this, but when I first figured out how exactly to do this in PowerPoint, I could never find this option in Internet Explorer. I could only find it in Firefox and Chrome and other internet browsers instead. So anyway, if you don't see this option, use old embed code, try using a different browser like Chrome or Firefox or even Safari, and you should be able to find it. So that's it. That's how you are able to embed YouTube videos into a PowerPoint. And I hope you find that a little bit more freeing when it comes to creating cool PowerPoints.